Welcome to the Utah Football Fans Podcast. Please like, subscribe, and share. And as always, go Utes. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Utah Football Fans Podcast.
The what?
The Utah Football Fans Podcast. James has me all flustered. He was just giving us a very detailed rundown of the Utah Mammoth game last night.
You're screwed.
Apparently, we got screwed.
Sort of. McBain scored. NHL. I don't know what you're doing. Keep going.
Well, let's talk about the Mammoth a little bit. But before we do, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Of course, we want you here every single week with us. There's only a few more weeks left.
Three games.
Which is just unbelievably sad. But we want to make sure you stick it out with us and you are here. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of the content. Make sure you're following along on all the social media channels, Instagram. You can join the Facebook group. You can follow us on Twitter. Follow Utah Football Fans and follow each of us individually. We'd love to have you there. If you're here in the chat, welcome. Tell us hey. Tell us you're here. Love a super chat or super thanks if you're feeling so inclined. It is the, giving season. We'd love for you to give a little our way.
It's always the giving season.
Oh, just FYI, we talked about the hand-painted helmet last week.
What did you do?
I did comment on his video and said, hey, if you have one of those laying around, we would love
it's gonna be one of those
to take it off your hands. And he replied and said, I'm sure you would. Not the response we were looking for, but
what did he say?
So I'm sure you would.
I'm sure you would like to take that off my hands.
And then I sent him feet pics as like a offering, and he didn't reply to that.
No. So if anybody has a hand-painted helmet, just laying around.
Maybe you painted it. I don't care.
We want it here for the studio. It needs to go right here. What I'm pointing to, right? The display. Or we can move the Rose Bowl one too. Either way, we'll replace one of them. All right. We are coming off the second bye week of the season. Does everyone feel rested? Everyone healed up after the bye week?
It felt good. I'm ready to roll now.
It does.
It was a good timing for
feel kind of
the team
nice
and for fans, I think.
to not be stressed on a Saturday.
Yeah, it's been. I don't know. It's good. It's sort of. I mean, we're in the fourth quarter of the season, and interestingly enough, and it's for contending teams, is that after all that's gone on, it's still all these games are huge,
It's wide open.
Oh, every single weekend.
So it's like there's no rest. It's business, big time. It's great though. That's how you want it, right to the end.
We will.
I'm glad we're in it.
Yeah, and we've got a game this weekend. We're going to get into that. We're going to, let's let some more people join in. Let's talk about the Mammoth, James.
What do you want to know?
Well,
We're trash
It
right
was
now.
like-
That's what you want to know.
Relax.
it was like,
Look,
woo, we
okay.
had that high 7-game winning streak. And now, since then, it has
lost 5 out of 6.
Okay, it's a long ass season.
it is a long season.
82
That's the one
games.
nice thing.
They had 9 games. They went
Uh-huh.
4 road games, 1 home game, 4 road games.
Their schedule's been
That is
weird.
brutal. And it wasn't just road games. It's East Coast going to Canada.
Excuses.
Oh my gosh, you are the most pessimistic. I'm taking your season tickets away.
Oh, are you?
Uh-huh. I know somebody that has that kind of authority.
Might be able to give them to me.
I'll send them to Bryn. They'll be fine. Cooley just made a metric ton of money. So let's start scoring some more goals,
Hey,
buddy.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, earn that paycheck.
How about we start here with your video of the game?
Oh, yes, we teased that.
Did people see that?
See, you have to be following us on Instagram. We did post it on YouTube also, but follow on Instagram. I teased that last Monday
Mhm.
that you would get to see what it's like to watch a football game
good time.
with these two. And I posted that. And
It was him.
it
I
was-
was at the sideshow. Like
as
here.
always.
Like here.
Gary doesn't speak a lot at football games is what I noticed. By editing all of that footage, you're not as vocal as I would
What do you
expect.
talk? Well,
You weren't.
That does surprise me.
It was surprising.
Yeah.
Whereas James was
Oh.
unhinged, like Amy said. It was unhinged behavior.
Hey, that's called fandom. That's called passion,
It was great.
energy.
It was great.
it was good.
How much unused footage did you
Oh,
have?
there's tons. Like it could have been like a 10-minute video,
I'm always
probably, but
locked in, analyzing,
yeah,
objective.
Maybe
We're always talking.
they're
saying
they're
stupid
always
stuff.
chirp. Maybe it's that I couldn't use most of what Gary's saying.
Oh, maybe that's it.
Why
I
is
don't-
that? Because it's what? What is that?
I don't know. I just remember like you didn't
Language,
you didn't
maybe?
have as much. Well, I can beep out the language.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Pac-12. I mean, everybody says that every game.
Yeah, I mean
right?
that's not original, but it's true.
If you haven't seen the video, make sure you go look it up. It was nice
Shit.
that I mean the game wasn't super tense at the
Right.
end. We had basically knew we were going to win, so you were having a lot more fun.
A lot more fun than if it's 21-21 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, but that would have been a whole different vibe of a video.
I don't think you want to see that
if
vibe.
it had been that kind of game.
To answer a couple questions, one Red Bull is all I had.
Yeah, like a 20 ounce.
Everyone was surprised.
No,
by that.
no.
I saw you drinking it.
It was a 12 ouncer. It was the mid size. You got your little 8 and you got the 12. It was a better price. So I got the 12. So
That was just one Red Bull.
one Red Bull. It was a good game, man. What do you want?
It was fun.
It was a fun game.
Uh,
Yeah, that was the number one question: is how many
Red Bulls? It was
Well, how many
one.
Gary cocktails did you have?
0.
That's what.
he
So
went straight.
There was no Mountain Dew.
There was no Mountain Dew combo. This was just pure.
Straight.
I think it was
straight
the
up.
apricot flavor, which is pretty good actually. Pretty good.
So weird. Apricot Red Bull.
Yeah, I had the Dan Lanning Red
we
Bull.
should come up with a Dan Lanning.
No,
That's where you
that's
put
a
the 12
illegal
ounce
drug.
in with
Dawn,
only-
we just got a super chat
Wow.
from Dawn. Oh my gosh, thank you
Oh,
there
he's
for
a fan of the Gary cocktail.
for some Gary
Yeah,
cocktails.
see?
Oh, we will buy some.
I
of
had
those.
I had one late in the afternoon, so I was
So you were ready
I
for
was
the
ready to go.
8:15.
absolutely, man.
The
Yeah, it was late.
Dan Lanning cocktail. That would have been a whole
We got to
different,
come up with
different
now.
kind of video if it was the Dan
I mean,
Lanning.
I don't think
Dan
that's
Lanning.
legal.
I've already got it.
I don't think that's legal.
It was fun. It's a good time. It's a good video. See, you got to be following along all the
The
social media
dancing,
channels.
Dancing with the Stars.
Hey,
Oh, dancing with wow.
I've got zero rhythm.
there was
Zero rhythm. Can't sing, can't dance.
Can't sing. That's true. You got some
Oh,
groove.
Can't sing. Oh. That's one thing I wish I could do was sing. Wouldn't that be fun to be like really, really good?
Oh yeah.
Be amazing.
All
Yeah.
right.
I don't have that.
Go look it up.
I'll look it up. All right, and I guess the demand is there. We got to do more videos like that.
Oh, goody.
Maybe no. See, I was gonna say maybe this Saturday, but Gary really he is more calm during games. So I don't know
Like,
if
like I am here.
or is he calm here most of the time? I guess.
I don't know. Calm, but
What are you
overall
talking about?
negative.
I'm just
We
saying if
suck.
I put a
quite a
mic
bit.
a microphone on you this Saturday and we're watching Baylor and film you, I don't know.
Be boring.
No,
I
it
don't
wouldn't.
know. Anyways, we'll see. Maybe we'll do that. We'll have to figure that out.
You guys are so fun.
We'll be up by 30 and have an incomplete pass. We're terrible. That's the
Season's
this
over.
is worse.
No.
Fire Whitting. No, that's not Gary.
That's not Gary.
That's just more
He's never,
Utah fans.
He's never called for the firing of Whitting.
Or we'll just put it on James. See, people want to hear you yelling.
They want the unhinged guy, apparently.
It is the unhinged
Hey,
behavior.
man,
That's just how it
it's just real.
goes.
Yeah, it was real.
It was real. And it was
If
fun.
any of you recognize the people in the video behind him, I mean, they were in all sorts of shots. So shout
Yeah.
out to
Not
the north.
cheering.
Shout out to
Did
the
you
north end
notice?
zone.
We just scored or did something and the guy just
Well-
got sitting there.
There's one I punched myself in the face. I don't know if you noticed that. It was the
I
punt
noticed
return,
it.
and I went like this, and I actually knocked my own hat off. I hit myself
Oh,
in
yeah.
the face, but we scored a touchdown, so I didn't even care.
So it doesn't matter.
All right. Let's get down to business.
Let's get down to business. All
times.
right.
Unhinged, yeah.
Unhinged. It was fantastic. Okay.
It's just who
We're
I
back to
am.
business this Saturday. Utah versus Baylor. The Cam Rising revenge
Oh.
game.
That's way too. That's
No, I just had to put it out there.
5 o'clock, right?
5 p.m.
ESPN 2.
Is that what it is?
Believe it's ESPN 2. I'll double check that here real
Double check
quick.
that.
But I'm pretty sure that that's the
5
channel.
p.m. Mountain Time. It is in Waco. So I haven't looked at the weather either. Whittingham mentioned today they might get some rain.
Yeah,
yeah,
ESPN
70
2.
maybe rain. So actually,
So that's
good.
very
That's good.
different
There's no-
than
that's not gonna be an issue.
very different than when we played them 2 years ago, which we didn't go to that game, but we did hear that that was the hottest that the people who were there have ever been in
Like
their whole life.
130 degrees on the field.
Yeah, it was insane. So hopefully better conditions, but if it rains, obviously that throws a little wrench into things. But we'll just mention a few things with Baylor. I will be honest, I have not watched a ton of their games this season. Have you watched them play this season?
Yeah, I've watched
them
some,
play.
and then some of the highlight YouTube reels and stuff.
Where they do like the
So
game.
I've watched some, yeah.
So their record, they are 5-4. They're 3-3 in conference, which that was surprising to me, actually, that so they've lost to Auburn. That was the very first game of the season. They lost to Arizona State, TCU, and Cincinnati. Which, I mean, Cincinnati is a great team. I think all three of those teams are good teams. So
they are.
They're very much so kind of in that, we've talked about this, the tiers of the Big 12. They're very solid, kind of, I feel, in that third tier with teams like Cincinnati, TCU, the teams at Arizona State. I feel they're all kind of in that Iowa State. They're very capable of beating us on Saturday. They've got, and we'll talk about it a little bit more in depth, but offensively, I think they're as good as anybody in the league in a lot of categories. So they're a very capable, very good team, and it's on the road. So there's a lot of factors that go into this that do give me pause.
No, they're good. I'm just gonna say Baylor's good. It's just one of those. Their offense is tough, and it's their defense is their weakness. But Baylor, I think I believe like their pass to rush ratio is, it's like 55, 56% pass, therefore 45% rush. They're going to pass more.
Yeah.
And they've got a couple of receivers that are really good, that average something like 65, 70 yards per game, each of those guys. I think Witt talked about a tight end that's good. The running back is probably going to get another 1,000 yards this year. And they're athletes, and we're in Waco, so their offense is good. Sawyer Robertson, their QB, he's a big guy. I think he's the top QB as far as rating in the Big 12. And yards is Sawyer Robertson, their QB. The thing about it is that he is not a dual threat guy.
No.
He is a pocket passer. And so that's one of the actual big keys of the game, because they're going to pass a lot. They've got athletes on the outside. Good running back, but if we don't get pressure, it's going to be trouble. But if we can get pressure on him, then advantage goes our way. And we're actually, as we all know, good at getting pressure on the QB, especially a guy that doesn't run a lot. So keep an eye on that.
Yeah, so their passing yardage per games is 312 yards on average, and then their rushing is only 141. So like you're saying, they very much are more pass heavy than running the ball. But what is interesting to me is overall total offense, Utah is ranked second in the Big 12 and Baylor is ranked third.
Yep.
So we're right there together offensively. Points per game, they average about 33 per game.
But see, here's the difference with Utah. So what we average, what is it per game?
Points?
Offensively, 39,
39.
Okay, 39, and they're what? 33?
33.
Defensively, though, we allow only 14.
Right.
They allow on average 30 a game.
Yeah. That's the big
this
difference.
Is the difference. And their strength and their weakness is
their
rushing.
Yeah,
they're like at the bottom of the league in stopping the run. And we're at the top of the league at rushing. So those are the keys. That's what's going to determine this game. If we can exploit their weakness, which is the rush, run, control, score, and we can get pressure on Robertson. Hey man, we should win, but it's no gimme, because
No, so like we said, in total offense, we're right there together. In total defense, Utah is ranked second in the Big 12. Baylor's ranked 13th. So that's the huge gap.
Yeah, I mean, they've given up, the only two teams in the league that have given up more rushing yards than Baylor is Colorado and Kansas.
Yeah.
That's it. and then Baylor third. And even in the pass game, they're not terrible. They're fifth in the league. So yeah, I'm with you. I think that's going to be the key to this game.
To it. It's our strength up against their weakness.
Exactly.
That's what. And if we can maintain what we've been doing, then we have a really good shot at winning.
And seeing my confidence level in our defense goes up quite a bit, seeing what we did to Cincinnati, who I think has a potent passing game, much like Baylor, right? And we all but shut that down completely, all but one play in that game. So I think that if we can do something similar, and this could very, very easily be a similar game to that, where Utah has the ball for 40 minutes to 20 minutes because we have that ability to run it. I mean, when I was getting into this and I was digging into it, that's what stood out to me. Number one is just their inability to stop the run is our biggest strength as a team, especially as an offense. I wouldn't be surprised if we run the ball 70% this week. I mean, why not? If you can.
You have to. I think it'll be the same percentages, which is still
50-50.
No, it's actually been more than we've run the ball.
60-40-ish.
A lot. I think they'll keep the same ratio. Whatever is working, but I don't see how they'll be able to stop us. So, there's the key that Robertson is a good QB and the receivers are good. Their offense is going to move the ball on us. It's just like you said. I think Cincinnati's offense though is just a bit better than Baylor, and we were able to handle them. And they have a mobile quarterback.
Yeah.
Our corners have been playing lights out.
Yep.
Our line and some blitzing has been able to get to the quarterback, even to those guys who are dual threats.
So to that point, I read a stat today that the fastest average time to pressure on a quarterback without blitzing in the entire country, Utah's number one in the entire country at 3.14 seconds without blitzing. And then you see what happens when against Colorado, we blitz 70% of the time because we could. So, I mean, you go back and watch the Cincinnati game. I think that the blueprint is extremely similar here, where it's if you can get pressure and make him get the ball out at 3 seconds and don't allow those receivers to get downfield without having to blitz, then you're setting yourself up very, very, very well.
What's interesting,
I think we'll have some blitz packages.
Absolutely, we will, especially third down. That's
because the guy can't run.
He's not nearly as mobile.
Well, Robertson, so
he reminds me of. Remember Manning?
Which Mannion?
Mannion.
Sean Mannion. Morgan State.
All those
just that one game.
Yeah.
I remember vividly.
The guy was tall, like this dude, stood in the pocket, and he could hum that ball everywhere.
If he has time, yes. Yeah. If Robertson has time, then he can.
We're going to
do everything.
We're going to get hurt by it.
So you've got to do exactly like I said. It's the Cincinnati blueprint where he's got to get rid of the ball at 2.5 seconds, or he's going to get hit. I don't know how many sacks they've given up. I got to look that up.
Well, so Robertson, I mean, I did look it up, and I know he's leading the Big 12 in certain categories, but as far as total QBR goes, which we touch on all the time, Dampier's number 1 in the Big 12.
Into account.
Whereas Robertson's number 4. But I mean, that's more of a big overview of it. I'm not saying that means he's crap or anything like that, because no, I think he's very
number
good
1 in yards. He's number 1 in touchdowns. And he's number 1 in yards per game.
Yeah.
So
interesting.
He's also number 1 in attempts.
They throw
the ball.
They're throwing the ball
a ton.
But how many times has he been sacked? Do we know?
I'm pulling that up. I don't know how many times he's been
his
sacked.
Completion percentage is 62, almost basically 63%, which is good.
No.
Yeah, it can be better, but it's not horrible. It's not like 59%.
I've got it at 59%. No, sorry, 62%. I was looking at the wrong line.
I mean, he was the guy
62
preseason. Everyone was talking about him.
Baylor,
and he's really good.
They last year they started off slow, and then they really picked it up. I remember looking at the standings late in the year and going, Baylor won that many games. It was Baylor and TCU shocked me, and he was a huge reason for that. And then he's come back. I just think that their major weakness is defensively.
Yeah,
So
I see people throwing out scores. Here's the thing. You mentioned it when we were before we went live about the ESPN predictor. What was it? What is it this week?
Oh, we just looked. It's like 78 or something. It's high.
Okay. See, I don't know how
78.7% for Utah.
for a win. And the last 2 weeks against Colorado and especially against Cincinnati, which was about
it
like
was the
this.
Cincinnati
It was about the
one
same.
that
I just
was
said,
shocking.
there's no way it's this high.
Yeah.
I'm massively wrong both weeks, so I don't know how to read these things anymore.
That matchup predictor, I feel like I used to be able to look at that and it would be pretty accurate. And maybe it is. I don't know,
That's
but
been accurate.
I guess it has been accurate. But yeah, it's hard for my brain to go, we have a 78% chance of winning. I don't know that I would put it that high, but
Okay, so Robertson's been sacked 16 times this year. Auburn had 4. First game of the year.
okay.
So who knows? And then beyond there, it's basically 1 to 2 sacks a game. TCU had 2, Cincy had 2, UCF had 2. So based off of that, I think Utah's going to be able to get some pressure. I mean, we had
like
0.
you said, it's making him throw it faster than
That's the key.
than he's used to.
Yeah. And hey, look, another factor in this is Utah's coming off of a bye. So we
Yeah.
should be healthier and rested. We'll talk about it, but a renewed focus at this point. So I expect to see a very similar effort to what we saw 2 weeks ago.
Should we go prediction? I see people throwing out what they think.
Yeah.
Some is hyperbole, others are legit.
I'll just make the comment about the bye week. My only thing, sometimes bye weeks make me nervous.
Yeah.
That
some
the
rust.
energy will deflate a little bit. And we talked about it last week that I felt like Colorado and the Cincinnati game, Utah was playing angry. Like they were pissed. And I hope we don't lose that from having a bye week.
Yeah, I feel the same way, but I
Yeah.
just think that where we're in the season, what's in front of us, the focus that's there, and we still have a ton to play for. I think that those sorts of things, like, hey boys, it is right there in front of us. Take care of business.
Yeah.
I can't see a letdown. I hope
not. Okay. You're going to want to do score predictions
So
here?
we have, okay,
Laura just gave us a good breakdown.
give it to us. Read it, James. What is she?
I can't read. All right.
She's
So
just saying that
family.
Sawyer can run if he has to.
The
Their
receivers
wide
are
receivers
good.
are good.
Yep.
Yep.
And that's what I said. Their rush defense is bad.
The Auburn quarterback ran all over him.
Oh, did he? I didn't look that up.
That's hard though, because it was the first game of the year. I took
I know. Grain of
feel like-
salt. It was 2 months ago.
I know teams are so different between then and but it. Yeah.
But that's exactly the receivers are good. You talked about it. They've got 3 dudes
Yeah, they're
plus a tight end.
when I've watched him, I'm going, man, they got. Look, this is what into my brain. If Bryn was recording me, maybe it would have got it recorded. But you
That's
watch
scary.
their receivers. It seems to me they were big,
Yeah, yeah.
athletic guys. And I'm thinking, why can't we get some
Get
dudes
those,
like
yeah.
this?
Yeah.
I know.
That's what and so they have the talent. And so I still feel like we're going to win just because of our whole team and what's going on. But the idea, and I just can't go overconfident because we're going to Waco.
I know. That's the other
Yeah.
thing about this.
And these guys have athletes. It's
Yeah.
some games just haven't come together. We have to play our game. And what you're saying, Brent, hopefully we're locked in, which I believe we will be. But this is not Oklahoma State and West Virginia.
No, this isn't.
These guys are good, and so we have to just, impose ourselves in our game.
And several of their losses were, I mean, they got beat pretty good by Cincy. I'll give you that. But some of their losses were
They're
close.
close
They won a
games.
And
couple
they
close.
beat SMU in overtime.
Good win.
That's a good win. I remember cheering for them in that game. So I do think Utah wins. Obviously, welcome to the show. But I'm with you. I think that the key here is run the ball, control the clock, and just make them one-dimensional as you can and speed things up for him. So I'm going, my prediction's 35-17 Utah.
I was gonna go 38-21
Oh,
for Utah. So
go
it's
for
close.
it.
Did
You
I
can do
steal
that.
yours?
That's exactly what I was going to say. I'll go 38-24.
I think
Okay,
it's
yeah.
I would look, they can put up points. They can score, they can
Yeah.
score quick. So holding them to 7 or 14,
No way.
hey, why not?
We're
why
not gonna
not?
do it. I don't see it.
We did it to Cincy
Yeah, at home.
at home.
I
It's
can't
different,
see it.
but I think that it's going to be. I think it's going to be a competitive game. I think Utah pulls away and asserts dominance where they
But
can.
this was one of the games on the schedule that gave me a little pause.
Still does.
And it does. I'm not walking into this
Mm-mm.
super confident because I think they are a really good team, and having it be there, and this was always one of the ones that I thought, okay, that's going to be a tough game.
Having it be there sucks because you have to go on the road. But let's be very honest. This is not a Texas Tech home environment sort of a crowd. Okay. This is not a raucous environment. It's still on the road.
I guess we don't know. Maybe it will be because it won't
And
be
they're-
150 degrees.
And they're doing a whiteout. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, I
They're doing
didn't
a
see that.
whiteout. They'll draw people, but this isn't. Look, this is not Penn State whiteout.
Well, very few places are Penn State.
But Gary, you know what I'm saying.
I don't.
This is not a crowd's going to play a huge factor in the game sort of a crowd.
Well,
It's Waco for Pete's sake.
Yes,
there's nothing else to
okay,
do in
that's true.
Waco.
Oh
That's
my
true.
gosh,
As far
you
as I
guys.
know,
They're gonna
I
come out. It's a big game.
I've never been, but yeah.
You could pay me $10,000 and show me a map of Texas, and I'm not sure where Waco is on the map.
Well,
I'm gonna go to what
It's
you
in
said
Texas,
though,
right?
about the
Yeah.
the dominate time of possession.
Yeah.
I don't really care about that as long as we do whatever we do on offense, running the ball, and we score.
Get in the end
If
zone.
it takes 14 plays or if it takes 2 plays and score, I don't really care.
Oh, I'm with you.
It's just do what we've been doing and score at the end, which we have been doing.
I've said this on numerous occasions. I think that time of possession is the most ridiculously overplayed stat, probably in sports. Because you're right. You could have the ball for 50 minutes. I have it for 10. But if I score every play, then who gives a crap about time
It's
of
about
possession?
scoring.
But
the old
here-
days Ludwig was that.
Right.
yeah.
But this is, I'm 100% with you. I think we will have time of possession because that's how our offense goes. We'll run the ball. And then the key, as always, is when you get in the red zone, end it with touchdowns,
baby.
which is what we've
Which
been
we will.
very successful doing so far this season. So that's where
They got it.
All
Okay,
right.
go Utes, baby.
Go
North
Utes.
victory, north of Austin. Thank you. Got it.
Yeah, now he'll be able to point it out.
Totally.
On the map. Totally. Thanks, John.
I'm not sure what north means, but
Never eat soggy waffles. Remember that?
What?
yeah. Never eat
You never
shredded
learned
wheat.
that? Of how
Move along.
That's how you learned.
Jeez,
how you learn
guys.
the
Never eat.
directions on a map. Okay. So unfortunately, we record on Monday nights and the CFP rankings come out on Tuesdays. So we're going to talk a little bit about the ones that came out for the first time last week. And then the new ones will come out tomorrow, I guess. Utah was at 13. Let's talk. We haven't talked about it. When you saw that, what was your first reaction?
I was pleasantly surprised. Respect for the program, respect for the way we're playing on the field, all of that stuff. The ridiculous and insignificant AP poll had us where they had it. That's nonsense.
They had it 15 today.
Tear it up, throw it in the
know.
garbage. 'cause
Why
that-
do they even still do
I don't
it?
know.
It means
It
nothing.
means nothing.
They recognize the games we lost, how we lost them,
Mhm.
and how we're actually winning games. And so 13, I don't think you could, because we have 2 losses. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I don't think you could have expected anything better than that
No.
because it puts us in the mix and we just have to handle our own business. So yeah, I was very happy with it.
The Big 12 had 3 teams in that first ranking. So Utah was 13th, Texas Tech was 8th, and then the Zoobs were 7th. Now, obviously, that was the big game from this last weekend was Texas Tech and the team down south.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to get all shaken up in these new rankings. But let's talk about that game a
Want to
little
talk about that game? 1 second.
favorite.
We have a new one. I love
That's
it. I
great.
just said to you, oh, you should have gotten the BYU one, and he did.
We're so good. Someone
So
sent us that
good.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen it yet.
I
hadn't
know.
either.
I didn't
So,
know you were still doing
Thank
those.
you. Hold on. I got to give him a shout out because he sent that to us.
Oh.
Yeah, give it a shout out. It was
Look,
Was
Peace,
any-
Love, and Utes sent that to us.
Thank you for that. That it was just
No,
that
I
made my
needed
day.
that. It's long too. Go
I
find
Yeah.
had
it.
to edit it. That's edited.
I know
It's
he
like
keeps
2.5
going.
minutes. It's great. Hold on. Before we get to that game, I need to say my piece on us being ranked 13.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Just skipped me.
Sorry.
I'm with you. I think it shows that the committee's actually paying attention.
Yeah.
To me, that was the biggest thing because the AP poll 17, 18, 21, 15, who gives a crap? They're not watching the games, obviously. This shows exactly what you said. They're watching the games. They're seeing how Utah's playing right now. 13 is I was surprised. I expected us to be like 15, honestly. The only thing about it, and again, this is all going to change week to week to week, is we're 13, but when you look at it, there's no G5 team in front of us, and there's no ACC team in front of us. Notre Dame is in front of us. So that's 2 automatic spots right there that will be taken. So as you look at the poll, you got to take that into account.
Right.
That those are 2 spots. So with all the things that are going to happen, all the games that are going on, there's 3 weeks plus conference championship games left. Dude, it's perfect. We're right where we should be. I love it. It's putting us in an opportunity. And I'm with you. We've lost 2 games. Yeah, we lost the games. We played them. We lost them. So I don't think we can have wanted to be any higher unless we magically had golden helmets and were named Notre Dame. And then you get rewarded for losing games somehow magically. So that's my piece on it. I think it's great. I expect tomorrow. I don't think we move. I think we're still at 13 come tomorrow. Not enough happened in front of us. Only 1 team in front of us lost. So I think we stay where we're at. And the other thing, though, teams behind us that were kind of on our heels a little bit, they lost.
Virginia and
Louisville both lost, which was huge.
That's big.
So it kind of takes them off, the pressure off just a little bit. So that's my piece. Let's get in.
The one that really did surprise me, though, is Oregon at 9. Doesn't that feel low?
It feels low.
They've only lost 1 game.
I know.
Like,
yeah, but then you watch this game this last week against Iowa.
Yeah.
It wasn't that good of a game.
No, it was an ugly game
until the very last, which, I mean, they won. You give them props and all this and that, but they easily could have lost that game too. So it to me, it kind of justifies the ranking the way they played.
They'll be fine.
They'll be fine.
Yeah,
they'll get into the
they
playoff.
Got to play. Well,
not saying they're not good, but
they got to play
doesn't
SC.
bother me at all, man.
Oh,
I can't remember who else they play. They play some tough teams. What I will say is, remember this. This is a television show. Okay, remember this. This for us, for fans, for football people, we want the best teams. We obviously want our team, but you want the best teams. You want the most deserving teams. The reality is, ESPN owns the rights to this. So they want to put teams in that get the most eyeballs.
That's why Notre Dame is in there all the time.
That's exactly why Notre Dame is in.
That's why Notre Dame and
Texas,
the SEC, yeah.
And Oklahoma could, if they can somehow put Texas, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, Bama, A&M, Georgia all in, that they would, because they own the rights to the SEC and to the playoff. So keep that in mind moving forward, that if we get screwed or somebody gets screwed, and then they pop Texas in there after Texas is 8-4 or something, you'll know why.
Oregon plays Washington also. That's one of the other ones.
Let's go to the Zoom game.
Let's go to the Zoom game, because let's talk about something fun. Was anyone surprised by that game?
No.
Oh.
No.
I thought it was going to be a blowout.
Actually, no, I will say, you know what? I was surprised that it wasn't more of a blowout. I will say
the opportunities were there.
I think Tech should have scored.
Should have been 40.
It should have been 40-7.
Easily could have been, yeah.
And they are the ones that missed out on opportunities. I heard Pate talking about it, actually, because I know, well, one of the BYU players afterwards was saying, "Oh,
Chase Roberts.
We missed opportunities."
He's a goofball. Come on.
Dang, but I would love for him to be on our team.
Hey, come on over to the good side. Which you say that stuff after a game, but Pate's point was, Actually, I think Texas Tech is the team that missed opportunities,
Tate was at the game.
which I agree with. Yeah, he was there too.
was there.
He did. It's anyone watch the game knows that's the fact, not what Robert said. They
Right.
didn't leave anything out there. They only got over the 50 twice.
Yeah, they had 9 plays.
So how do you leave stuff on the field?
They had 9 offensive plays in Texas Tech territory.
I'm not sure if that's accurate. I heard someone
I
refute
read it
that.
on
No, I've
ESPN.
heard that. Yeah, I've heard a few people say that.
Okay,
But be that as it may.
according to ESPN, it was, yes, Texas Tech left so many points on the field. I mean, they were in the red zone. What were they, 1 for 5 at one
It was
point?
bad.
Yeah, it was
1 for
bad.
6 at one point, and then at the end of the half, they had 2 should-be catches go right through receivers' hands, and you're going, okay, this is where the luck comes in, and didn't. It should have, honestly, it should have been 40 to 7.
Here's my thing with Texas Tech is they are such a good, talented team.
Yeah, they're
and
scary
we've
right
seen
now.
that. They're scary. However, Morton is not
I agree.
100%. He couldn't walk.
His leg broken.
His leg is
Yeah, he
fractured.
has a cracked fibula.
He's got.
I know. And so
I know.
is he, like, truly, will they be able to sustain this the rest of the season? Get into the championship, get into a playoff. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's just, and
They're one tackle away from going to their third.
they've
stringer.
lost their second string guy, and I don't know if Morton's going to make it.
So the only saving grace for them is their schedule from this point. They got 2 games left, and it's cupcake and cupcake.
That's true.
So they've got 2.
Yeah.
I mean,
They got a bye this
layups.
week, don't? Or do they play this week?
I don't know if they play this
I
week,
can't
but they
remember,
played
but they
2
have a-
games is all. And one's
They only got 2 left.
they got 2 games. They're terrible teams who they're playing. So their path to the championship game is there. But I'm with you.
They play UCF
Uh-huh.
this week.
And then it's Oklahoma State.
And then let's see.
Yes.
And West Virginia.
West Virginia.
is their last game.
They're not.
So
West Virginia doesn't have the
UCF and
dogs.
West Virginia. So
What's so surprising about Texas Tech to me is their strength is that freaking D line, as we experienced.
Yeah.
When you think Texas Tech football, you think shootout. You think they lose 49-47. This Texas Tech team offensively is okay. I'm with you. Morton has not been impressive. He's hurt, obviously. But even when he wasn't hurt and he played against us, I would have loved for him to finish that game. When the backup came in, that's where things went off the rails for us. But that team is led defensively by that freaking D line that is scary good. And they're playing really well. And then that Rodriguez linebacker is an absolute unit.
yeah, but if you can't score points,
Did you know his wife was a Black Hawk helicopter pilot?
They didn't mention that, did they?
They did tell me that quite a few times on
Actually,
Saturday.
kind of cool, man.
It is
It's
really
super cool.
She's a badass. Way
That's
to go.
awesome.
Okay.
West Virginia's not beating Tech. I would, if West Virginia beat Tech, it doesn't matter though. It wouldn't matter. Go ahead. Well,
No, yeah, it would matter.
Yeah, well,
keep
it
going.
would
But
matter.
go.
All I'm gonna Texas Tech. Okay, right now, particularly after that game, and pretty much, I mean, they lost to ASU, but whatever. They're the team.
They're the team.
They're the team right now. But and their defense is A plus.
A.
Okay, no doubt about it. But I watched the game, and their offense was maybe a B minus in this game.
Yeah.
Because of the things you said. Drop balls. Baron Morton was okay.
He was okay.
He was okay. So to me, they're vulnerable that way.
Mhm.
Right.
I think they're more vulnerable now because of his injury than when they played us.
100%.
I thought they're more
100%.
I think they'd be more vulnerable to us with that injury. And so that's Texas Tech to me. They're the cream of the crop of the league. Someone's gonna have to knock them off, which would be in the championship game in all likelihood. But I don't think their offense is A plus or A. It's their defense.
Mhm.
You go to the Zoobs, fraud alert. We all knew it. Paper tiger. My eyes work. I watched that game. That offense is trash.
Yeah.
They got 10 plays. One of the plays
Just throw the ball up and look for a flag.
that is a gimmick play, and then their one play is go deep, hope for a pass interference.
Yeah.
That's one of their plays in A-Rod's book.
Which it didn't work a couple
It
of the
didn't
times
work.
on Saturday.
They
made me
should not have
laugh.
scored 7.
No, that was
All
a
those
gift
stats
7.
came when the game was over and the defense was just kind of out there. That offense looks so bad. It's unbelievable.
Well, so let me ask this. I've asked it on social media.
Is that clear enough?
I'll ask you in the chat. I'll ask both of you. Who would you want to rematch with?
Oh,
And-
Zubies. 100%.
On all the places that I posted this, the responses are like dead even almost.
Which surprises me a lot.
Really?
You'd rather rematch the Zoos.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah, watching the Zuby game, Utah, look, BYU won the game. Great.
Yeah.
They won the game. Okay. That's the whole purpose. And I understand that. Utah had ample opportunities to win that game. Okay. The muffed punt. We're not going to get into it, but there were 6 or 7 things. And in fact, they talked about it before the game on Saturday. The Zoobs don't beat themselves. So you have to beat them. We beat ourselves in that game. We did. Go watch the
Locust. The
You're
Locusts are
gonna
going to
get
come
it.
out.
I don't care. Go watch the game.
Locust.
They did not
Get
beat themselves.
ripped.
We beat ourselves.
Yeah.
Texas Tech, on the other hand, that defense is legit. And so I look at that and I go, okay, it would be another 10-10 slugfest. Yes, I think their offense is come down since we played them, but they still have offensive talent.
Oh,
It would
yeah.
it would definitely make me more nervous playing them. And you do have to take into account that the championship game is in Arlington, Texas. So their fan base, I don't know how far away Lubbock is from Arlington, but it's going to be closer.
Utah has a lot of fans in
But
Texas,
can I say
actually.
something? I think for me, and your question and how you're answering it are actually 2 different kind of things. One is, if I had a choice between Texas Tech and BYU to play again?
Oh, I'd want to play Texas Tech again. I'd love to see what we do.
Listen to me.
Don't interrupt.
If it was just between Texas Tech and BYU, I want to play BYU and shut their mouths because I know we would take them this time. Now, I say Texas Tech in the context of the league because Texas Tech is going to be the team in the championship.
Yeah,
game.
they're the
So
team.
I want to get there and play them. See what I mean?
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
There's no
It's
we're not playing.
The Zoobs aren't.
We're not playing the Zoobs again.
Mm-mm.
After they lost, you're
That's
100%.
That's how I
right.
look at it.
So if we do make it to the championship
Right. And
game,
again, this is all just
Hypothetical, don't have a
hypothetical. We know this is unlikely. Relax.
but we beat you.
It's just a fun
We did.
conversation
But
to
then you got-
have.
Kicked, and it was wonderful to watch. I'll be honest. I watched every snap of that game, and I had a smile on my face the whole time.
What happened? What happened?
JB, 100%.
100%.
I'm with you, dude.
What is he?
If
Here-
we just
if we-
Utah just needs to win out. That's like
Look,
Take care of
just,
our
I
business.
I'm just gonna say this.
we
I'm just gonna
just
say
have
this.
to win out.
The reality of the situation right now is if Utah, let's say all the dominoes fall and we make it to the championship game, we have to win that championship game to get in.
Yeah.
Because at that point, you're 10-3. If you lose, you're gone.
Maybe.
No, they're not going to take a 3-loss.
Depends.
But if other things happen, other teams in front of us lose, and we do not make the championship game, we can still be 10-2 and grab an at-large bid.
Maybe. Yeah.
I think that's
There's a lot of things that can happen.
now. That all that being said, I want to win the freaking conference. That's the goal number one. I've always you want to win the conference, and it's still possible.
You just got to win. Just
win out,
win, baby.
That's why they're going to be ready this week, by the
Just
way.
win, baby. Let's just mention really fast the Indiana Penn State game because the catch of the year, of the century, of the
Okay.
but I'm just
You're so old.
I know, like,
Just enjoy. Can you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it, but I think that's hyperbole.
no,
You know what
because
that word means?
because
I don't.
of the way it don't you love those moments in sports
Your
when
jaw just-
literally everyone's talking
Yeah.
about it? Like your jaw dropped and you go to social media and it's like an explosion of everyone just freaking out over the same moment. I love that kind of stuff.
I think
And that's what it was. So that's what I'm talking about
did
here.
Gus
He
Johnson
lost.
I think he had a stroke.
He went supersonic.
It was a little too much.
It was a little much, but it was
Yeah, but I get it. If you're there,
Unbelievable.
like,
It also is
I thought for sure he was pushed out.
I mean, it
there
was-
was no way that he had his foot in.
the fact that Penn State was even in this game
Well,
is
mm,
crazy. And then have to drive the freaking
what a
field.
drive, man.
It was unbelievable.
And the quarterback gets sacked on the first play
Yeah.
of that
It
drive.
was crazy.
And so you're like, oh, okay, Penn State's going to do it. And then Fernando Mendoza.
Give him the Heisman.
Hey,
Fernando
Can
Mendoza.
I go back? Can we go back one thing though?
Sure.
We're talking about the going to Arlington.
Oh, okay.
Who's going to make the championship game? Why is it presumed that it's
Guaranteed. that
it's
the
guaranteed
Zoos.
that it's the Zoobs and Texas Tech?
It's
You notice
not.
that's what everyone's talking
Yeah.
about? I mean, Texas Tech, we just said they're going to go.
They're
unless
going.
Something weird really happens.
Right.
They really blow it. I don't see it happening. So it's going to be
No.
another team. And everyone goes, well, that's going to be BYU. Well, why? They have one loss. Last time I looked, Cincinnati has a loss. One in the conference. They're a good team, and the Zoobs have to go to Cincinnati.
Yeah. And the weather could be crappy for that game. So that weather could play a factor in that. And,
Houston only has 2 losses.
yeah, Houston has
Yeah.
2. And
I think what is
BYU
ASU?
plays.
They only have 2 losses, but there's a lot of tiebreakers.
Yeah,
against them,
ASU's gone. BYU's got to play TCU this weekend.
which
Yeah.
we're all TCU fans, are we not?
And so the
Horn
fact that
Frogs, baby.
the Horned Frogs can
Get
put
out
up
your
points.
purple. Let's go.
So I'm with you. It's kind of crazy.
I
What?
can wear my purple.
Oh.
I love the TCU helmets.
That's one of our favorite helmets.
It is one
They
of
do
my,
have some beautiful
that purple and
helmets.
red. I just loved it
They
on
got
Saturday.
some. They got some good.
It looked
They've got some
great.
terrible
I
too.
guess my
Yeah,
point
they
is,
do.
why are we
Because-
anointing the Zoobs? It's crazy. It's stupid.
Yeah, there's still 3 games left.
Come on, Cincinnati. Well,
Let's go
we beat
TCU.
them,
Let's
so it
go
would be-
Bearcats.
we
Let's
need
go.
some
it'll be
Cincinnati.
more of our advantage.
Whew. All right.
right.
Well,
You good?
yeah, I think we're going to move
I'm just
on.
sick of hearing about how it's presumed that's who it is. Aren't you?
Well,
Yeah.
of course.
By the
course.
locusts that are all over Twitter or X.
Mute button, baby.
The only good thing,
You just throw something out there,
and
and then
just
you just and then
mute
you
it.
go back 4 hours later, and
It's
you've
like
got
throwing meat in a bunch of piranha.
and then you've got
that's
200
true.
comments, and you're like, this worked perfectly.
All right. The only good thing to come out of Utah County is Thomas Orthodontics. So make sure you are following them. They will do it all for you. Braces, clear aligners, custom plans for your smile. Make sure you're following them at Thomas Braces on Instagram for awesome, funny reels. And you can go ahead and just schedule your consultation through their Instagram page. And of course, mention Utah football fans to get $500 off your full treatment. Again, everyone's trying to save some money right now. It's the holiday time. You can save $500 off your full treatment just by mentioning us right here, Utah football fans. And that goes for any of you in Utah County. I'm just going to say that right now. So get in formation, score a winning smile today. Follow them at Thomas Braces on Instagram. Okay, let's just end really quickly. We'll just do a few little factor caps. We
I
did
just
this.
gonna so Arizona plays Cincinnati at Cincinnati.
And Cincinnati plays TCU to finish the year.
That's
So
Arizona has a solid D. They got to take care of business.
See, there everything's up in the air. I do believe that right now.
TCU at Zoobland, so that's a late one.
8:15.
Just look, TCU. We've watched some TCU
Mm-hmm.
games. Just don't overcoach it and do stupid stuff.
They'll go out and they'll look
They choked
They do
unreal.
some
big
really
time
stupid
on
stuff, man.
Saturday.
Just
Yeah.
And you're watching them going, damn, these dudes are
Come
good.
on,
And then the
man.
very next drive, they lose 16 yards.
That's what happened on Saturday. I felt like with
Yeah.
Iowa State.
Oh,
They choked.
Yeah,
I don't
they
know what
choked it out.
happened.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay. Factor cap. Here we go.
no factor cap. All right, here we go.
We'll just do a few of these. Utah will have more than 250 rushing yards on Saturday. Fact or cap?
fact.
Yeah.
Fact.
Fact.
I almost went 300.
We're gonna have more than 250. Or we don't. We're probably not gonna win. That we have to get over 250.
250 is a lot.
Not for what we've been doing.
I know, but just
Not for what we've been
general,
doing. And I know,
Uh-uh.
but with their defense, I think.
Right. But yes, fact.
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 Everyone, is it
Everyone
a fact?
is-
Absolutely. Fact.
Everyone's agreeing with
We're over
that. That one's a
250,
fact.
baby.
Okay, fact or cap? Baylor will have more than 200 passing yards.
You have to leave.
I'm saying first. Fact. Yeah, just because that's their game is
They're
So
gonna
half
the
the
reason-
yards.
passing.
The reason
yards.
that I set at 200 was because Cincinnati only threw for 221.
What do you
against
Oh, we
us.
got a
Against Utah.
cap. You think
Yeah.
Baylor's going to throw under 200?
I don't. But I think it's going to be similar to what Cincinnati did. Cincinnati only threw for 220.
I get that, but
So that's the reason I think that I
okay.
think they'll throw over. I do, but I don't expect them to throw for 400 or
No,
anything
I
crazy
don't
like that.
think 400.
See, that response is mixed more in the chat. Some
Yes.
people are saying fact and some are saying cap.
I don't know. I think, man, if they don't throw for 200, then we blow them out.
Okay, let reset it.
That's how I see
250.
I-
Baylor
I would-
throws for 250.
Okay, 250. I still say fact.
You still think they throw over? See, I say cap. I think they're under 250.
I don't know. I just
I still because that's their game, basically.
It is their game.
Okay, we'll go to the next one. Fact or cap, 2 bye weeks is better than 1 in a season.
As a
Well,
fan, it sucks.
cap as a fan.
But as a team, I gotta imagine it's a fact.
That's
So
correct,
I'm gonna say fact,
Yeah.
just from the side of it gets your team healthy. I think our buys this season have come at
It's been
unbelievable
perfect
times.
Yeah.
I think that this buy came at such a perfect time where it's like we talked about, where you have a buy, your rankings come out. It's now you've got 3 weeks left to focus in. So I'm gonna say fact. Obviously it sucks when you realize you got to wait 14 more days for football, but I think it's gonna benefit
But
the
like
team.
we said, it was kind of nice to not be stressed on Saturday. What are you saying? Fact or cap, Gary?
I'm going fact. I mean, yeah, as the fan, I get it. That's true. You just want football. I mean, I don't like it when you have like 3 games and you have to when we had have a
Yeah.
bye or so. I mean, yeah, I get whatever, but I think it's a positive for your team to help if you can heal up and get some stuff. So I'm a fact on it, though it's not as clear cut to me. I could easily say cap on it.
I think fact if the bye weeks are the good timing, which ours have been perfect this
Mhm.
year. If you have a bye week, like what team was it that had a bye week the second week of the
Yeah,
year? It was
that's
something
That would suck.
strange, like so weird. Then that is absolutely not. But ours have been perfect. Okay. Fact or cap, Texas Tech deserves a first round bye in the playoffs.
We're talking about at the playoffs. Let's say they make it to the playoffs. Let's say they win out,
Win the championship.
win the championship game, and they're now 12-1. Do they deserve a first round bye? I say fact.
How many are there?
4.
Or
Fact.
fact.
I say fact.
I mean, if they get to that point, yeah, fact.
Looking at it right now, you've got Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M, and Alabama would be as of today would be the 4. And then you've got,
Yeah, but you can't go.
I understand that, but then you've got still ahead of
They're
them
playing each other.
Ole
up.
Miss, Georgia, and I'm just going, and then Oregon. I mean, it's a Big Ten SEC
I get that.
fest.
Love
But
that.
your hypothetical is if Texas Tech wins their next 3, which would be 2 conference games and a
Right.
championship, and the league champion.
Right.
They would get a.
Well,
4th
yeah,
spot.
because at Indiana and Ohio State are likely playing each other, so one of those teams is going to get a loss in the championship game. A&M and Bama, let's say, in the SEC championship game. So I just think, but beyond who's in front of them, man, based off of what they've done this season,
Yeah.
absolutely,
Mhm.
they should get a first round bye.
Fact. Okay. Fact or cap, Coach Prime will be fired after this season.
Fired or no longer there?
The statement is that Coach Prime will be fired.
I'm going to say cap on the word firing.
That's me. I'm going to say cap. I think he retires, resigns, whatever.
Whatever word you want to use. I just think that, yeah, the wins haven't been there, obviously, but I just think he's brought so much other stuff to Colorado that I don't think that they would fire him.
Do you agree
Cap.
with that? Yeah.
Yeah, they're not gonna fire him. It would be an agreement to say, come up with whatever excuse. But I don't know. I've heard I've listened to some Colorado podcasters, you know, hardcore Colorado buffs. They don't think he'll be there as long as he wants to be there.
That's what I've heard
is what
too.
they're saying.
The Colorado people, they're
And I
all
find
about
that's
him.
ridiculous.
It's crazy.
Interesting.
They're saying, well, he, over the last 20 years, he's the most successful coach we've had in the last 20 years. And it's
No.
I'm just going, that's great.
How do you
but,
say that though? What have they won?
well, they didn't win it. They haven't won
Well, the
anything for
Heisman,
20
I
years.
mean, yeah.
They haven't won anything for 20 years. So they're saying that of all the crap, this is the least crap of all the crap. And that's such a low bar to set. Like, don't you want to be better than
20 years
crap?
ago? They were in the national mix. They just went on hard times.
Yeah. I mean, 30 years ago, they won a national championship.
So they've had a fantastic history, and then they went bad. Look, whatever. I'm just saying, if it was anybody else but Deion Sanders, he'd probably gone by now.
Yeah.
Because they haven't been successful.
Yeah.
They had last year, which was okay. Anything great. And now they're not even, they've won 3, and they're not going to win the next, whatever.
No.
Look at their schedule.
Okay, I got one. It's not
Okay.
it's not on here.
Go for it.
Is Lincoln Riley at USC next season?
My bud? My favorite?
Fact or cap? Fact or cap? Lincoln Riley is the head coach of USC to start the season next year.
Cap.
Cap, he's going to be the head coach of Texas once
Texas?
when Sarkisian leaves after this year.
Okay, so you're saying Sarkisian's going to
Yeah, where's he
LSU
going?
or Penn State or
to
somebody?
go to the NFL.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, I've heard those.
He's going to the
rumblings.
NFL.
let's hear it.
Okay, this is
Sarkisian-
Gary's.
Pyramid of success.
Yeah,
This is
well,
the
the
this
dominoes.
is the prophecy on
The
Monday
dominoes
night,
of
family home evening.
the dominoes of the coaching.
Yeah, there's a lot of them, but
Yeah.
he's Sarkisian. Of course, unless they all won the national
They're not-
championship, they're not winning.
Texas is
but I'm
winning
just
the
saying,
national championship.
he'll leave, go to the NFL.
Okay.
And Lincoln Riley is from Texas. I think that's accurate. He is from Texas.
I hope he's from
And he's going
Indiana.
to leave and go to all that money in Texas. There you go.
I don't think he's there next year. I can't remember how I phrased it, but I don't think
At
he's there
USC.
next year.
Here's my question though:
Look,
is Lincoln Riley a desirable head coach? I've said it for years. I don't think he's the best head coach out there.
I agree.
What has he done at USC? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. I get that in
Yeah, see ya.
I love that.
What? Da-da-da-da-da-da. How to the Utah? Caleb Williams, this is only a fault.
he made the playoffs with Oklahoma. I get that, but like, you think I don't know. That's interesting. Texas.
I threw it out there.
He's just seeing what sticks.
Okay, yeah, he was born in Texas. My whole thing. Look, I'm with you. I think that there's going to be some extreme shifting in the coaching world of college football.
Well, obviously,
in this
there's
season. There's
huge jobs available right
but there's
now.
going to be guys that leave that you go, what? I think that it's going to open up some, because then they're going to take the LSU job, which then opens up the Ole Miss job, for example, and different things like that. That's going to be crazy. I think that there's just too many high profile jobs that are either open now or going to become open. He has been unsuccessful at USC. That when Texas comes and says, we'll give you $100 million or whatever the freaking number is, yeah, I'll go do that for 3 years and then get fired. And
Well, we saw what happened 2 years ago when Saban retired, and the
dominoes.
dominoes and the carousel that happened. There are so many more open positions right now, the high profile open positions. And I'm with you. I think there's going to be more. Florida State, is Norvell still going to be there? What's the other ones? Auburn,
Penn State, LSU.
But you need
yeah.
Coaches that fit and know the region.
100%.
Kelly goes
mean
to
Brian
LSU,
Kelly didn't know
and he's
LSU?
a joke.
He was a joke.
He didn't fit.
Oh yeah, Florida's open.
Oh, Florida. That was the other
Florida's
one I was
big.
thinking of.
You
Florida.
you gotta you bring a West Coast dude into Florida. No, you got to bring someone who's from the South,
It's going to be interesting.
SEC experience, and knows it. For me, that's one of the reasons I think that Lincoln Riley is not successful at USC. The dude is from Texas and he was from Oklahoma. Now he's on the West Coast. It's
very different.
And the West Coast sensibilities, LA, and the kids and the talent there, it's just different. So you got to.
UCLA's open too. That one.
So
that can be a big one.
You know who I heard? Who did I hear? It was interesting. Oh, that would be the coach of UCLA, because UCLA they got problems, and if there's going to be money and all of that stuff, if they're willing to spend the money,
that's the question.
That's what I'm talking about. And then of course it's California school system and just all the red tape that's involved in that.
Yeah,
is the dude that was the offensive coordinator for Colorado last year, who got fired. He went to San Diego State.
Oh yeah,
they're now 7-1. They're lighting it up. I heard rumblings that he could be the next head coach
of
UCLA.
Did you see, shift gears a little bit, UCLA no longer going to be playing at the Rose Bowl? Did you see that?
Who said that?
You guys didn't see this?
Are you sure, or did you get faked out?
Did I get faked out? No. See, leaving the Rose Bowl to go play at SoFi, and the city. If I'm saying this correctly,
no freaking kidding,
suing to try and keep. I don't know if it's the city of Pasadena. I don't know who's suing who to try and keep them. But yes, going to leave the Rose Bowl to play at SoFi. I can't. You guys didn't see this.
I didn't see that anywhere.
So this could be. This is starting next season. This will be the last game UCLA plays in the Rose Bowl unless something changes.
Yeah,
look,
so they
here's the
won't
thing.
fill up
SoFi. They get 2,800 people at SoFi. The Rose Bowl, we've been there.
I know, but come on, man, it's storied place.
I know, but it sucks to get in and out of that place.
There's so many stadiums that it sucks to get in and out of, but
Rob knows.
Oh
Google AI confirmed. Isn't that crazy? Crazy.
They better put some curtains down in SoFi. You better put some tarps on those.
There. We're getting a cap.
Put some tarps on those seats, because they will fill like an eighth of that stadium, if that. They can't even fill. Anyways,
I got a fact in cap.
Here we go. No.
He's confirming this.
This is on ESPN. The city is filing a restraining order to keep UCLA from ending its lease. The city of Pasadena and the Rose Bowl operating company have filed a preliminary lawsuit to keep UCLA at the Rose Bowl.
I was just going to say, with all the coaching changes, if you think it's not going to affect your team, you are delusional.
Do you think Kenny Dillingham stays at ANSU?
I do.
I don't.
I don't. If one of these big name,
let's say Auburn comes after him.
What if Florida came to him or something?
No, Florida ain't going for.
I'm just saying.
Florida's not smart enough to. That's the problem, dude. That's the problem. If you're Florida, he's the perfect guy for you.
Yep.
Auburn, that dude, but they're too stupid to recognize that he's young, he's freaking talented, he can obviously recruit, but they're gonna go after, they'll probably hire Brian Kelly.
No, they're not, they got the money to get whoever.
Listen to how Josh Pate talks about coaching searches and how ridiculous they are, and it's not the people that should be actually making the decisions. So yeah, they do make dumb decisions with this kind of stuff. But I think
you're right.
He could get offered somewhere, and I think he could leave.
I posed this before the season that I wouldn't be surprised if some SEC school comes in and poaches him. Yeah. Oh, dude, Arizona State fans lost their minds on me. He'll never leave. He'll never leave. And I'm going, listen, I respect that you love him and you don't think he'll ever leave. But when somebody comes to you and says, we'll pay you $80 million to come coach in the SEC,
yeah,
hard to turn that away.
Urban Meyer told us he'd never leave either.
Yeah.
Oh, we knew he would.
Okay, do your last. We're okay. We'll save it for another time.
Go team.
Go team. Yay.
Go Utes, baby.
Go Utes.
Get that
5 o'clock ESPN.
Dose feeling it.
Utes.
Go TCU, by the way, as a side note.
Goodbye, everybody. Go Utes.